where did the sun go just that fast? Anyway, yo, I'm Herb here with Shutterfro Cinematics, or shall I say I am Shutterfro Cinematics, and I want to introduce you guys to the DJI RS Mini 4. It's a bit of a tongue twister, so try saying that like 7 times without messing it up. Now, most reviews would tackle all the specs and all the glory and glam that make this thing what it is, but I want to tackle it from a different angle. I want to talk to you. Yes, you. The guy that's looking up a gimbal for the first time and deciding whether or not you want to buy this thing. We are now in a consumer market where cinematography and videography have become more accessible to the common consumer, and there are options that are a lot more simplified than getting a full-fledged gimbal itself. For instance, the DJI Pocket Osmos 3 is like the most accessible consumer camera that can also be used for a bit of cinematic work, and it's $500 and it's available to you, just at any store. You can just go and get it. So back to you. Why should you get this gimbal? Let's start off with the fact that this bad boy is small. Okay, not like small in, the sense of you could put it in your pocket, but compared to gimbals within its price range, and I mean, even a little higher, it has a very small footprint. Like, I can strap this to the side of my bag, and most of the time, that's where it lives. That said, it can handle the weight capacity of just about any normal consumer camera. It does have a 4-pound weight capacity, and most cameras level out around like a pound, maybe a pound and a half. And with a lens added on, you might make it to 3, but unless you like load it up to the brim with accessories, you should be fine. In addition to it being a gimbal that's already designed to do cinematic work for you, DJI had cooked up something special in the lab. It has an AI intelligent tracking device that you put right on the side of the gimbal here. Boop, just snaps right on. All right. Now what this enables is, it allows you to do gestures that can make it easy for the camera to track you and also record you without you pressing a button. Success. Now that in itself is cinematography on easy mode. I mean, when I tell you this bad boy tracks, it tracks. It has no problem tracking a subject. Once you lock it in place, all you have to do is make your easy cinematic pans, and then boom, you got some quality production in a single clip. Now, with all the good that the device offers, there are a few things that can be a tad troublesome, especially to someone who's a beginner. So let's start off with calibration. I believe calibrating the device will probably be the hardest part about using the Mini 4, especially for a beginner. Each time that you dismount the camera from the housing, you should recalibrate when you reattach it. Even if you're using the same lens, the same setup, the same everything, between it rustling in your bag or you handling it in standby settings, things can shift around a little bit and throw your calibration off. And let me tell you, the RS Mini 4 does not like to be uncalibrated. Oh boy, it does not like it one bit. While I also give it praise, I do have to say the AI tracking can be a tad finicky sometimes. Throwing your hand up for the gesture in order to start the tracking, sometimes it centers up on whatever you're trying to subject. In most cases, that would be yourself. It would center up, to which you would have to duck down a little bit, uncalibrate it, and then reassign it in order for it to stay at the range that you want it to be at. But otherwise, it picks up on the upper half of your body in a really awkward angle where there's more sky than there is torso, if that makes any sense. Okay, so all of this being said, do I think that this device is something that a noob can have in their gearbox? It comes down to a few questions. 1, are you someone that's looking to take the craft serious, or are you someone doing it as a hobby? If this is something that you want to do as a hobby, I would urge you not to buy this gimbal, mainly because if you are doing this as a hobby, 9 times out of 10, you probably have a fairly simple camera. And what I mean by that is like something in a Rebel series that's really just meant to take standard pictures with video capability. I would urge someone like that to go for something like the DJI Osmos Pocket 3, just because for around the same price point, you get a gimbal and a camera that's attached to the gimbal. And with that said, you can vlog with that camera. You can stream with that camera. You can use it as a webcam. It is a very versatile tool, and it's great for any consumer at any level. Which leads to point 2, price point. The DJI RS Mini 4 comes at just under $500. And that is for the gimbal itself. So again, if you already don't own an adequate enough camera, it wouldn't make sense for you to spend that kind of coin when you can just pay the same amount of money for the Pocket Osmos 3. The third point would be portability. While the RS Mini 4 is indeed small and meant for traveling and easy shooting, it is still a gimbal in the end of the day. It's not something you can stick in your pocket. Heck, in most cases, you can't put it in a bag. So, let's say, I don't know, you're gonna be on an airplane or something and you wanna take a trip to Brazil or someplace like that. I wouldn't recommend having the RS Mini 4 as something that you would bring on a plane. For one, you're gonna need a case. And two, it's not something that you can just carry on. The next important factor would be once you get to your destination, you have to lug it around everywhere you go. Again, the Osmos Pocket 3 will probably be the better option for you in that situation. So you, the noob, my friend at home, is this something that you should put your coins into? Well, the answer is, how seriously are you looking to take the craft? I know we said that earlier, but I mean, that's really what it boils down to. If you are someone looking to take a full plunge into the world of cinematics, and you're looking for a great starting point with a great gimbal at a decent price range, this is the one. And not only is it like a decent gimbal in that price range, it's arguably the best right now. With the AI tracking features that are located in there, it makes it that much easier to hold a subject, and you don't have to think about it as much. You just pop the trigger or you throw your hands up, and then boom, you are perfectly tracking a subject. Now, naturally, you trip or something, it's gonna make for shaky footage, but other than that, it's on easy mode. Not to mention the smaller profile and the sleekness of it, it does make for a really solid rig, and you also look really good while you're holding it. Or maybe that's just me. There's a lot more we can go into as far as this gimbal is concerned, such as the auto locking feature and the controls for your camera once you connect your camera either via Bluetooth or USB Type-C. But there's 1,000 YouTube videos out there at this point that can help you guys figure that part out. In the end of the day, I wanted to address you. Yes, you, the noob. Hope you guys found this somewhat informative. Again, I tried to simplify it as much as I could just for the people who aren't really too interested in the numbers just yet. They're just trying to dabble their toes into the water. I couldn't find a single video like that when I was looking into gimbals, so I figured I'd just try to make the process easier. I talked a lot about the DJI Osmos Pocket 3, which is about a year old at this point. If this is something that you guys would like me to also go into depth on, I can do a review for that device if you guys would like, and I can get a little more nitty and gritty with it because I've had it for about a year now. If that's something you're interested in, please be sure to leave a comment below telling me if you like it or not. If you guys are gimbal owners or even Pocket 3 owners, please tell of your experiences and accounts for the people that might be looking at this video, trying to figure out if they really want to do this or not. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a share. Give it a like. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and hit that little button so you can go ahead and know the next time I post a video. It's the subscribe button, by the way.